Nectar better than 2-to-1 or 3-to-1. There we go. So 1-to-1 is what you're aiming for. Fill whatever container you've got about halfway full of sugar. Fill it the rest away with water. You're done.
You have to boil the water?
No. Although warm water makes the solution come out better. Okay, we tap water's fine. We sprayed them down. We need to find our queen. Your queen will be attached to this little black strip. By the way, it's a lot easier if you pull that strip off first. Pop this open. Don't worry about saving it. You're not going to use this package again. I hate to burst your bubble. It's cool, but you'll not use it again.
Disposable.
Needle nose pliers really help at this point because it's hard getting hold of that can, but a pair of needle nose pliers will let you get hold of it. I'm going to pull it out. We're going to get hold of our queen cage here. There's your queen. Notice them viciously attacking me. Everybody seeing this? Don't worry about the bees who are on the package. They're there to see their queen, and they're not to bother you. You can push bees around. Not their job to sting you. It's the last thing they want to do. You can look in there and see your queen. She's roaming around. Make sure she's alive and roaming around. The one that's going like this and laying there is not taking a nap. There are two corks, one on both ends. We've talked about this. If you look at this queen cage, there's an obvious white sugar plug on one side. There is not a sugar plug on the other side. If you pull out this cork, she will come out. That's not what you want. So take something, anything, and pull the cork out of the candy end. There's my cork. She's still plugged up by the candy. It does help if you take a nail or a screw or something and make a small hole through the candy. Not a big hole, not something she can crawl through. Yes, and be careful not to go by accident. This is bad. If the queen is dead, call your supplier, in this case me, right now. Don't wait until tomorrow or the weekend. Call me now. Let me know she's dead. Pop your lid off. We got these two nice combs right in the middle where I want her. I'm going to put her down in here like this. I want the screen facing out. Obviously, do not put the screen where she is against the face of the comb. Believe me or not, this happens. It's really nice if you can put her in a piece of foundation because she sits in here underneath like that. Okay, she sits underneath the frame instead of your frames being widely spaced apart. We're already seeing all the YouTube posts of why did they draw the sheet of comb down between the frames. It's because the queen cage was spacing those two frames so far apart. What you do not want to see, and by the way, you guys can all come a little closer now. Sorry, I spaced you out so we wouldn't be standing right in front of the hive. So yeah, let's come in here, fill in this space where there aren't any beehives back here. Everybody where they want to be? All right. If your frames look like that, you're going to get a big sheet of burr comb drawn down the middle. You don't want that. Okay? You want your frames to be spaced normally. So we're going to put the queen cage in like that. Okay? She's in there. She's where we want her to be. I'm going to create a space to put the bees into. Now, all the old time videos show them turning this box over and trying to shake those bees back and forth through that hole. That's difficult. That's a lot of shaking. It's a pain in the Watusi. Don't do it that way. Do it this way. Take your hive tool. Get this piece of screen. Pull your screen out like that.
Nice.
Now watch.
How many is it? Oh my Lord, look at that.
Do not hit your hand on the staples.
You just stabbed his head.
I did.
Wow. That's awesome.
This is how a swarm will act. A swarm will walk right, try to find their queen. They'll cluster up. We sprayed them with sugar water, so they're not really apt to fly right now. Plus, we gave them a full belly to draw a comb. These girls who are climbing up your legs and stuff, flick them off. You see all these bees here with their butts in the air? That is your bees fanning over their Nasanov gland. The gland, the pheromone that tells everybody, we're gathering here. Everybody come here. I'm sitting here yelling at you, come over here. They're fanning that by scent. They communicate by scent. We communicate verbally, they communicate by scent. Where I scream, watch out, Brad! They put out a smell that smells like lemons or bananas, right? So, we get different things. So, there's your bees. Now, this box still has a lot of bees on it. I could just lay it down in front. They'll figure it out. They'll walk in. Do not be afraid to give them a couple good hard raps. They will fall out. And bleed on your bees. It's really good for them. A little protein. Yeah, they're my bees now. I'll put this here so they can walk out into it. Take your frames.
How are you going to keep them?
Guessing those are the ones that get drug out. Very cool. So can you get all 10 frames back in there with the queen, or just 9?
This is an 8-frame box.
Oh, okay.
I only use 8 frames. I don't use 10 frames.
Yeah, that's nice.
Now.
This should count of that.
I had 2 frames of honey. They don't need 2 frames of honey. So I'm going to leave this. This is not ideal. I'm going to go back to the truck. I'm going to get another frame. Don't leave a hole in your hive like that. Which of course I have to remember to come back and do this. So you all are responsible for remembering to come back and get a box in here. Slide your lid over. Slide it. Kind of jiggle it on. Let the bees, give bees plenty of time to move out of the way. Wiggle about. Don't worry about trying to get every single bee back in the hive.
Now, if you don't have
These bees who are on the outside will walk down in. Don't worry.
if you don't have the honeycomb, do you have to feed them?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, hold on. Let me back up. Question was, do you have to feed them? No, you don't have to feed them. But feeding will help them considerably. I mean, it's like me asking you to move to a new country, give you an empty house, you have to go to work, and build all the furniture and raise your family. That's not fair. Come on, give them a furnished house. Give them food to start on.
Is that the sugar